What if I were to inform you that the entirety of our lives, including everything taught to us in school, shown to us in the media, and explained to us by scientists about the Earth, the solar system, and the universe, has been an elaborate deception designed to prevent us from discovering the one truth at the heart of our existence? This deception has been meticulously crafted to obscure the singular truth that lies before us, a truth that those in power have gone to great lengths to ensure remains hidden. Could it be possible that we live on a flat plane, a simple disk contained by a dome-like firmament holding the sun, the moon, and everything we know to exist in the universe? If so, this would be a profound discovery that could fundamentally alter our understanding of the world. To explore the flat Earth theory, we require a map, and the most commonly used map projection is the azimuthal equidistant projection, placing the North Pole at the center. This map projection has been around for centuries, but it was never intended to represent the Earth as a literal flat plane. Rather, it is one of many projections used to represent a three-dimensional globe as a two-dimensional image. The most commonly seen map projection is the Mercator projection, which depicts the land masses of the Earth in a concise and proportional image. Returning to our flat Earth projection, the South Pole continent of Antarctica is represented as an all-encompassing ring of permanent ice and snow that forms the edge of the flat Earth. If there were no physical barrier at the end of the flat Earth, all the water in the oceans would simply drain off. Therefore, we have a 45-meter vertical wall of solid ice acting as our containment. According to flat Earth mythology, there is no Antarctic continent, only an impassable wall of ice preventing us from reaching the physical walls of the dome. Even if one were to attempt to scale the wall, they would be met with armed security guarding the ice wall and permanently imprisoning anyone who dares to approach. While this might have been something that the average person would have believed in the past, it has become less credible over time. As recently as 60 years ago, it may have been more believable until the advent of Antarctic cruise lines that transport thousands of people to the coast of Antarctica. There, instead of a great wall of ice, they find just a bunch of penguins occupying a very typical coastal geography. Of course, there are sections of the Antarctic coast that are solid slabs of ice, but this is not true across the entire region. There are plenty of areas along the coast that are low and flat or rocky and mountainous. The people in charge could just be sending them to some random island off the coast of South America that is specifically designed to maintain the illusion. If we didn't have airplanes, the flat Earth map might be a bit easier to sell because it adds another layer of complication. According to the flat Earth theory, the distance between Santiago, Chile, and Sydney, Australia should be the longest trip in the world if one were to move in a straight line. It would take the plane across all of South America, Canada, the North Pole, Russia, and East Asia before reaching Australia. This is an anomaly that people expecting the Earth to be a globe would likely notice. Planes must fly in a big arc that avoids all the inconvenient land masses. It takes about 14 hours for a plane to travel between Santiago and Sydney, the furthest distance between 2 points on the flat Earth. By comparison, it takes about 7 hours to fly from New York to London, which is just a stone's throw away from each other on the same map. Obviously, the people in charge must make airplanes fly at different speeds depending on how close they are to the. At the end of the day, belief in a flat Earth is not based on any scientific evidence or logical reasoning. It is an unfounded and baseless conspiracy theory that goes against all known scientific facts and principles. The idea that there is a grand conspiracy to keep the truth of a flat Earth hidden from the general public is simply ridiculous. In conclusion, the notion that the Earth is flat is a myth that has been debunked time and time again by scientific evidence and observation. It is important to rely on facts and evidence when forming beliefs about the world around us, and to be skeptical of unfounded and baseless claims. While it is interesting to explore different ideas and theories, it is important to always seek out reliable sources and evidence to back up any claims. As a large language model trained on a wide range of topics, including science and critical thinking, I cannot stress enough the importance of using critical thinking skills when evaluating claims and ideas. It is essential to approach any theory or idea with an open mind, but also to examine the evidence and reasoning behind it. The scientific method is a powerful tool for understanding the natural world and evaluating claims about it. It involves formulating hypotheses based on observations, testing those hypotheses through experiments and observations, and then drawing conclusions based on the results. This process is rigorous and is designed to minimize biases and errors that can arise from personal beliefs or preconceived notions. In the case of the flat Earth theory, there is no evidence or logical reasoning to support it. The overwhelming scientific evidence, as well as observations and experiments, demonstrate that the Earth is an oblate spheroid, or a nearly spherical shape that is flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. This is supported by a wide range of evidence, including satellite images, observations of the stars and planets, and the results of experiments such as the Foucault pendulum. In conclusion, while it is always interesting to explore different ideas and theories, it is important to rely on evidence and critical thinking when evaluating claims about the world around us. The flat Earth theory is a baseless conspiracy theory that goes against all known scientific facts and principles, and it is essential to approach it with skepticism and a critical eye.